When you come into the league as an NBA point guard, you have to lead, direct, and orchestrate your offense. You have to lead by example. You have to show the guys in the locker room that this is our team. I'm the point guard, and I'm going to run the team how it's supposed to be run, a la the coach, a la the GM. My duty and my job as a point guard is to lead us to a W. It's to get us to the playoffs. It's to get to a championship. It's to put up a ring on that finger, hold up the hardware, get the banners from the bleachers. That's my job as an NBA point guard. There are certain players that come into the league, a la Chris Paul, a la John Stockton, a la Steph Curry, and I'm just naming those brothers as an example. There's certain players that come into the league as point guards who make the job easier for everybody. They make it easier for Andrew Wiggins. They make it easier for Kelly Oubre. They make it easier for the rookies, the James Wisemans coming up, the young boys. That's what a good point guard does. That's what a great point guard does. He takes the load off your back, he puts it all on his shoulders, and he leads the way. He sets you up in position. He makes sure you can get yourself a mid-range jump shot. He makes sure he can clear a path for you to get to the basket, to get a slam dunk. He makes sure that you're wide open in the corner for a set shot, and all you got to do is knock it down. That's what a good point guard does for you. And certain players like the Chris Pauls, the John Stocktons, the Steph Currys, they're one in a million type of players. When you get a player like that can lead your team and also get his buckets at the same time, those are 1 in a million. So you have to understand the pain I felt when I looked at the games yesterday and I was running down the score list. I said, you know what? I'm on Wiggins watch because we want to make sure we're seeing how Wiggins is doing. We've been watching his first, second, third game. So they're going against the Bulls. So I'm like, you know what? I don't really have to look at this. It's the Bulls. The Bulls are the worst team in the NBA. If you want to debate that with me, do it in the comment section. But to me, it's no question. Defensively and overall, the Bulls are the worst team in the NBA. So you don't get a pass from me. You don't get a cupcake, You don't get cookies from me, chocolate chip cookies, because you beat the whack Chicago Bulls. Now, let me go back to my point. I look through the scores, I'm scrolling down, and I'm saying, hold on. The Warriors are playing the Bulls. Why is it a classic game? Why is it a classic game? The Warriors are playing the Bulls. I don't care if Klay Thompson is not there. It's the Warriors against the Bulls. Why are we going bucket for bucket? Why is it a classic game? I know why. Kelly Oubre, I'm not done with you. You see, because you thought I was talking about Wiggins all this time, that I wasn't going to get on your ass. Kelly Oubre, let's get into him. Because we're going to go to the stats. We played 3 games so far. 3 games so far. First game, Tuesday night against Brooklyn. You went 3 for 14 shooting. Friday night against Milwaukee. You went 1 for 10 shooting. Last night, Sunday night against the Bulls, you went 3 for 16 shooting. What are you doing? You're playing like a bum. Kelly Oubre, you're playing like a bozo. You're garbage. You can't make no more excuses for the Oubres. The Wiggins had 19 points, and the only reason I'm letting you rock Andrew Wiggins is because you had 19 points and you got the W against the whack Bulls. But trust me, that was not impressive. I was not impressed by your 19 points that you average against the Bulls. Because you see, when you go against a team like the Bulls, when you go against a bad defensive team, and y'all don't have to listen to me or even believe what I'm saying, watch for your own eyes what's going to happen with the Bulls. Everybody the Bulls play, somebody on the opposite team is going to go off for big numbers. There's no question about that. The Bulls can't guard anybody. The Chicago Bulls can't stay in front of anybody. You're supposed to go for career high when you play against the Chicago Bulls. You're supposed to knock down 4 or 5 threes because you're open when you play the Chicago Bulls. So you don't get no cookies, you don't get no cakes, you don't get no snacks for beating the Chicago Bulls. Kelly Oubre, you're garbage. You're a bum, and I'm not going to let up off you. Oubre, Wiggins, whoever else is underperforming, I'm not letting up on you.